Hello, hello. Welcome to Shading Y. I'm Marilyn, and tonight we have some costume Weiss, Haskell, and Castlecliff pieces. These are beautiful costume. Welcome, welcome. If this is your first time, thank you for joining us. If you are returning, thank you also for joining us. We appreciate you all. If you haven't been here before, my name's Marilyn, my husband's name's Barry, and we are resellers. We sell on eBay, Etsy, and Poshmark, and we also sell on YouTube. We give discounts to our subscribers, so anything you see here tonight, I will be giving you a price. If you're interested, you just send us an email to shadingY@gmail.com, and we'll send you a PayPal invoice. Shipping is $5 in the United States, under a pound. Anything over a pound is based on where you're located and how much it weighs. We do hold jewelry for 1 week, and we do all our invoicing on Fridays. And we ship out on Monday throughout the week. So let's just get to the jewelry. Hopefully everybody's having a great day, and hopefully everybody is enjoying this new time slot we are uploading. In the comments, if you could tell me what you think of the new time slot, that would be really helpful. So first off, I'm going to start with this beautiful Miriam Haskell 1930s stick pin. That is so gorgeous and so just exquisite. Her pieces from the 30s and 40s, I think, are just some of her absolute best pieces. This stick pen has a decorated end on the stick pen. It is signed Miriam Haskell. It has the filigree back, and it has the faux Baroque pearls. Just really pretty. There is some discoloration to the faux pearls on the bottom, but they are still just a stunning piece. That's the one thing about Miriam Haskell. Even if it is just Miriam Haskell style, they're gorgeous. But when you find a signed piece, you're very, very excited. So on this one, I'm going to do $40. Isn't that gorgeous? Next, we have this really gorgeous Art Deco bezel set necklace. I love this thing. And whether it is Art Deco style or true Art Deco, on this piece, I'm not 100%. I have found a couple that are very, very similar. And you can see by the back, if it is an incredible, incredible shape. There's a string I'll try to get off. But it's all bezel set, just exquisite crystals. And it looks like somebody has added this part, because the ones that I saw were really, really tiny. And this one, and when I say tiny, I'm talking 11, 12 inches. That's insane that they were that small. This one has a shepherd's hook, and it is 16 inches. And a shepherd's hook is always one of the easiest to add links to an extension. Or you could simply take this chain here and add on to that. So exquisite. On this one, I am going to say $50. That is just a stunner. With these bezel set crystals, and then these, I'm going to call them kind of flower drops. These are Weiss, and they are purple enamel set in gold with purple and a ruby colored rhinestone. Aren't those exquisite? So there's your Weiss. And in 1942, Weiss started his business using his name. Prior to that, Weiss had worked for a long time for Coro, and therefore knew a lot about jewelry. He imported rhinestones from Austria and created ornamentals by hand. The design and quality were on top, and because of it, many ladies began to change such loud brands as Dior, Chanel, Haskell to buy jewelry from Weiss. So the company started to grow, and in just a few years became very, very popular and one of the most sought after. To keep up with demands, the company opened its production in Germany, France, and Rhode Island. Later, Albert Weiss handed his jewelry company to his son Michael. However, he closed the company in 1971 for financial reasons, and the company ceased to exist. Isn't that just gorgeous pieces? So on these Weiss, I'm going to say $20. And they are not even coming off, in my opinion, as gorgeous as they are. No, I just noticed. Okay, we're going to change the price. Yeah, this one is missing the whole bottom rhinestone. So this one has 5 rhinestones on the outside, and this one has 6. The way to make that really simple is to pop off this one rhinestone, so you don't have to solder a piece on and find the rhinestone, because it looks perfectly fine like so, or like so. But anyway, since it has damage, I'm just going to do $12. Next, we have this Barclay piece, and it is signed right here. If you're not familiar with Barclay, it started in 1947. These are all USA companies that I've been giving you so far. And this was 3 individuals who previously worked for the McClellan's Barclay company, and that went out of business. And then they started their company using the Barclay name. And in the early years, their jewelry was produced excessively well. And during the 40s and 50s, they used high-end. They were considered one of the premier companies, with their rhinestones being super, super high quality. And they kept changing their, I think they had 3 changes of their font, and how their things were signed. And they trademarked their company in May of 1948. They were one of the first companies in the early 50s to receive copyrights for jewelry designs. They started, according to a couple of websites that I found, they started allowing other people to put out their work in like Sears and Marshall Fields, and their work seemed to, or the quality of their work seemed to really start going down. So their company did go out of business completely in 1957. This piece has issues. I mean, it is discolored on the chain, and there is a couple of rhinestones missing. However, this would be a beautiful piece to rework, and because of that, I'm just going to offer it for $6. This is just a really nice faux pearl necklace. However, it has a missing fish hook on the end, so you need to replace that. These are really nice. I believe they're glass, in good condition. They are tied between each pearl, but because of that, I'm just going to say $6. this is a really pretty one. This is a Mylar bronze Italy twisted rope chain, and that is just really, really nice piece. It has this huge lobster clasp, just really high quality, really, really heavy. It is 8.5 inches. So it is really, really pretty. I think because the chain is so thick, you really wouldn't want to be much over 7 3/4 probably though. It's a little loose on me, not hugely loose, just a little. And I'd probably stick to 7.5 because that's a nice little bit of room in there. So on this one, I'm going to say let's do 18. Now, this is a Castlecliff brooch, and Castlecliff actually began making jewelry in 1918. However, making their own designs started in 1941, and they launched their jewelry brand. And in 1945, they went forward with their first collection of costume jewelry. And their main designer, William Markle, whose imagination allowed him to create all styles from Gothic, Renaissance to Art Deco, and they really showed jewelry through the ages, kind of. They were famous for their exquisite and colorful decorations and rich trim. And the company used a lot of silver and gold and began to market their products in 1941. And the markings included Cassandra, I'll get it out. And in 1955, without a mark, and the copy symbol. And then in 1977, they also had Anne Klein for Castlecliff. This says Castlecliff right here, so this would have been probably from the 50s. And what a beautiful piece. It has dangle on the bottom. They're all connected. Just a really, really pretty piece. So I would say this is probably from the late 50s to early 60s. And it is 1 3/4 of an inch by about 1.5 inches. And on this one, oh, they went out of business in the 70, let's see. Oh, they went out of business in 1977, and then they opened in 1980 under Lucien Picard Industries, which is Pierre Cardin. So they have a great history. And on this one, I'm going to say, let's do $10. Now these are signed Garn, let's see. Yeah, Garn, Garne. They are clip-on earrings, and they're signed right here on the back. And not a lot is known about this company. The mark was first found in 1945. It was a small jewelry company in New York, and it was called the Garn Jewelry Company. Their pieces are extremely hard to find. This is a beautiful set of clip-on earrings. The size of these are 1 1/4 inches by about 1 1/8 inches. So on these, I'm going to say let's do $8. This is a pretty piece. Gold tone with rhinestones. The way those pop are just gorgeous. And there's the construction on the back, but it has a flat lay C-clasp, which you generally first started seeing these in the late 70s. So that kind of tells us it's not very old. It is exquisite. It has gorgeous rhinestones Lot of fire and bling on that. This one is 2 1/8 of an inch. And on this one, I'm just going to say $8. Is that pretty? Oh, and it also has a lift to it. Very nice. Now, this one is Avon. It's a floating faux pearl, long gold tone chain of 28 inches, and the faux pearl is about 1 3/4 inches by about 3/4 of an inch. And I'm just going to say $8 on the Avon. This is very pretty. This is a gorgeous Victorian piece with a sapphire glass and a zigzag bezel. It has beautiful open work, and as I said, it was gold tone. That blue is just so pretty, blue glass. And there is your C-clasp on the back. A pin back is working fine. And on this one, I'm going to say $12. This is a really pretty rhinestone necklace. It's unsigned. And it's got these little loops and this one center 3 rhinestone graduating in the center. It is pretty, it has a fold over clasp. And it is 14.5 inches. So on the rhinestone necklace, I'm just going to say $12. Now these are pretty. These are unsigned, and they are graduating clear pronged rhinestone earrings, and they are pierced. And on these, I'm going to say let's do $12. Here we have a really pretty silver tone necklace with a rhinestone, and it has matching French wire earrings, also rhinestones. The drop on the earrings are 1 1/8 inches by, I'm going to say 1/2 inch. And the necklace is 17.5 inches. And on this set, I'm going to do $16. Next, we have this Victorian rhinestone brass, and it looks like it possibly might have had silver tone on it one time, because if you turn it to the back, you can see where the brass is, and then you can also see where there was silver in the center. But it is a C-clasp. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rhinestones. Small little thing, but really, really cute. And this is 1 3/8 inches by 3/4 of an inch. And on this one, I'm going to say $12. It's a cutie. It might have a little bit of verdigris right under this rhinestone, possibly, but really a nice piece. And the last piece we have is this Danbury Mint Forever Diamond 14 karat gold plated. It has 20 diamonds, and it has a safety clasp. Gosh, these safety clasps like really hang in there, with a hinged lock. And it's signed Danbury Mint with their logo right here, and it says Forever. It is 7.5 inches, and the diamonds are primarily, and you can tell by the bag, there is 10 in the center and then 5 on the edges. So there's 5 diamonds here, 5 diamonds here, and 10 in the center. And I did test this, and yes, they are real diamonds. So this retails online for $179, and surprisingly, the prices on eBay and other websites seem to be sticking around the $140 to $150 range. So I'm just going to do $50 on this one. So there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed this collection. I think it was really, really nice. I think there was some extremely really nice pieces and also some craft pieces. I love this crystal necklace, and of course the Miriam Haskell. Let me know in the comments what your favorite piece was. We appreciate you watching and spending a little bit of your day with us, and we will see you on the next one. Have a good one. Bye.